Just about. Hi, everybody. I am Blake Cabot. I am the owner of facepaint.com, and I am here with Inga Yushchenko from Lviv. I can never pronounce that, Ukraine. And we found Inga through a contest we ran for Halloween, and she does some really amazing designs. So I think you're going to be excited to hear this. So she's going to be doing a fantasy tiger, which is you can never go wrong with the tigers. Hold up the mask that you were showing me earlier. This was a great mask. So this is she did that in 5 minutes. So that's amazing. And she did that with a crazy split cake, but just amazing. And we have Natalia, who will be the model today. And she is a guitar player and a singer and does a good job of Bob Dylan's Blowing in the Wind, which I saw earlier. So we do, I'm going to start this thing now. I'm going to have a coupon code running for the next day on facepaint.com. It's for everything, and it's 10% off, and it's called Tiger 10. So if you want to buy something, this is the time. Okay, with that, I think I will turn it over to Inga.
So hello guys, I am really excited and my name is Inga. I am from Lviv, Ukraine. I am face painter, body painter, henna artist, and my face painting conception is speed plus wow effect. So today I will create fancy tiger designs and I hope you will like it. So I hope your practice boards, your face painting kits, brushes, sponges are ready and you will paint with us and have fun. So till you're doing your preparations, I want to show you my references, which I prepared for our class. I will show you closer. So here we have a classical tiger design. And here we have some elements of fantasy design. So what is the difference? With the classical tiger, we using some yellow color, some orange colors, some tiger lines. And here we have some makeup elements. And also, when we collecting references, we choosing different variations. So here we have half of face with the leopard lines. And here we have also amazing design with the black lipstick. So it also can be fantasy. But the best fantasy variation is when we have one strokes, like I did on a mask. So here actually it's a fantasy variation of the tiger when we're using different colors. And today actually I hope we will have fantasy design. So let's start. First, what we are doing, we activating our regular colors. I have amazing palette from Crazy Fix. So actually I activating my white and the black one. When we activating our colors, very important is consistency. So the white one should be like a melted ice cream and the black one should be inky. So remember, when we are activating our colors, that white one should be like a melted ice cream. It should be like a cream source, very creamy. And when we are activating black, we just adding with the spray water, more water. And we're doing like ink, like in ancient times, people were using ink. So when our regular colors are activated, I applying my white in a half moon sponge. I think it's a tag or Diatex half moon sponge. So I'm slowly I applying my white, and I hope Natalie is ready. Yes. And now we applying our activated regular white. with our half moon sponge to the whiskers area of our model. Slowly, slowly, we're going up to the bridge of the nose and the forehead area.
Yeah, also feel free to guys to ask any questions and I'll pass them on.
Yes, if you have some questions, you can ask me. And I hope I will answer and share my experience with you. So the pigmentation of Crazyfix white is really, really good. I like this white color. And after whiskers area is ready, I applying to the inner corner of the eye and going up, and the same doing from another side. So close your eyes. If you are working with the children, you should be very, very careful with this area. And actually, if I'm working with the small children, I'm avoid this area. Because, you know, sometimes children not ready to sit so calm like Natalie's sitting. So better we will have, do another moves, but design will be better without eye area. I doing like this only with the small children. With the teenagers, I can apply on the eye area. So here is our base. And now it's time to download my flat brush with the split cake palette. And I will do like a petal of the flower. So guys, if you have some questions, if you want to say hi, if somebody from my friends or my followers, or maybe from my students are with us, please give me feedback.
Yeah, well, we got Marina's happy because this is early, because Marina not in the United States. So this is obviously being filled to early to accommodate the Ukrainian schedule, but we have people from Maryland. I know Beth's from Chicago, so or outside of Chicago. So we have an international group here.
Wow, I'm so excited. So now I'm loading my rainbow cake. For this, I'm using my angle brush. I think it's number 12, and it's a tag. And here I will do a petal, like a lotus flower petal. Slowly, I'm going from up to area of ice. When we're doing one stroke, we don't need so much water in our palette. Actually, I really like this Crazyfix palette because colors are very with a good pigmentation, and I don't have to load my brushes very long time. So it's very good for fast one-stroke fantasy designs like I will do today. Yes, and I also recommend you, if you are doing many colors, if it's a fantasy design where we applying many different colors like rainbow, and we mixing with some pink colors and green, we just have a different brush for every color. You don't need to wash off and rinse your brush so often, and it will save your time. And if you are working on a big events where your speed is very important, so this life hack is really, really cool if you are working and you need to save time. Also, when you are working on big events or body painting competitions, it's also very important to have single brush for every color. So if here we have 2 regular colors and 10 split cakes, I really recommend you to have 10 angle colors for each split cake and 2 for this regular colors. So now I will apply some pink.
Well, we got Johannesburg also, West Virginia, and Belgium. So we have, like I said, a lot of people.
Nice to hear.
Can you move maybe, Natalia, a little bit to the right? So yeah, well, no, so much, because yeah.
So here I think I will do some blue color, and I will also load another angle brush. It's a Ukrainian brand, but you also can use tag flat corner brush. Actually, when you're working with the one stroke technique, you can be very, very fast and very creative, because you don't have to mix colors, you don't have to create oven split cakes. Your cakes are ready, and all that you need just to load properly consistency to your brush and work and enjoy the process. So I'm doing foundation with the angle brush. Of course, I can do some sponging, but when I'm working with the one stroke technique, I prefer to use angle brushes. So,
Panama as well. Dear Lord, UK. Everybody's from somewhere, I guess. Oh, I still have it. Oh yeah. For those that are watching and want to see Bob Dylan, here you go.
So now I will add my activated white color to the area of the neck, because it will be big tiger design. And on the delta zone, I think I will create some cluster from tropical flowers, because you know, tigers, they often go into jungle, and we as artists, we also going to jungle. We are looking for inspiration in a World Wide Web jungle. We're watching some movies, we're creating some references. So we are like tigers, and we are trying to use our fantasy in our designs. So
Lisa asked if you could move the camera a little bit so that the Natalia is in the middle of the picture.
I will try.
Yeah, like that. No. Yes, like that. That's better.
Now better?
Yeah.
Yeah, so now I will create a cluster with the tropical flowers. For this, I will again back to our Crazy Fix palette. And I will load some colors which remind me tropical flower hibiscus. So when the tiger is going to jungle, there are many tropical flowers. So with the one stroke technique is very, very cool to create flowers and leaves. And you can do it very, very fast. I hope you can see it. But maybe, I don't know how to, yes, like this. So here is just the base, and after I will add some details to our hibiscus flowers, and I think I will also use some monstera leaves. So my inspiration is a tiger who are going hunting in the jungle, and when the tiger going to jungle, our tigers see many different beautiful things like flowers and leaves. So when flowers are ready, it's time to monstera leaves. And I will load green split cake. Here is very good green color. I adding some water with my bottle.
Is this is regular white or metallic? White.
I think it's regular.
Yeah, it's regular. If you're using the craze palette, then it's regular.
Yes. Actually, I prefer regular colors because after I will add glitters, and if I will add too much bright accents, it can not look very good.
Mm-hmm.
When you're working with regular colors, it's much better. But if you're not using glitter and if you are working with the small children, I think both variations are very good. So now we will back to our plaster and I will add some leaves. Yes. Very good pigmentation. I don't have to download my brush so often. So Blake, maybe some questions in chat.
Oh, sure. Well, Beck says loving the colors so far. And I think everybody's just taking it all in. Not a lot of questions so far, but feel free to ask, guys. Or maybe they're watching Natalia's video. It's hard to tell.
Oh, it's very good.
It's a great design.
So now I will continue with the strokes. And I will add some blue. It's like a color of the sky. Outside we're going to the jungle and watching the blue sky. So, you know, you can find inspiration everywhere. You can find inspiration in the video game. You can find inspiration in the nature. You can find your inspiration in the music. And why I like one stroke technique so much, because if you don't know how to create something really creative or something crazy, just use glitters and one stroke and definitely your design will look very interesting. And you can be very confident with your strokes if you are practice. So if you don't have opportunity to work day by day and practice your skills, I recommend you to practice on a practice board or a practice pads, because when we are working with the one stroke technique, very important is consistency of our colors.
Sagitha asked, for the tropical flower, what color and what brush are you using?
Yes, thank you for your question. I'm using Crazy Fix palette, and unfortunately, I don't know the names of the colors, but
The green one. Yeah.
The green one, yes. I will give my own name. It's a tropical leaf green, and here is like actually I don't know which color. It's
red, orange, yellow. Yeah, I know.
White and yellow and pink also. Yes, and purple. And the angle brush tag, I think it's number 12.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So I'm waiting for more questions.
Hola, Maria.
Hello everybody. Stay tuned. So now I will load again my brush with the pink, and I think I will add some pink flowers near our hibiscus.
Marina asks, when you are doing face and décolletage design, you know, the top half of the chest, do you have steps what you're doing first, or you just paint and start filling in the design?
Thank you for the question, Marina. First of all, I applying to the whiskers area and the eye area. After I going to the forehead, and after I doing some details around the eyes. If I'm working with the small children, I'm not applying white colors to the eye zone, and I trying to avoid the zone, and this zone actually without foundation. So first step is a foundation in the whiskers area. If we are doing tiger, after I going to the area of our eyes, forehead, outlining with the cheekbones, and here I don't know, I will add some lipstick or some piece. I will think and add it later. I hope your question, I answered your question, and if not, please ask again.
Thanks.
So
hello from Mexico.
Add some lipstick together and back to our flowers. Maybe now it's not look so bright how it should be, but when I will add line work, believe me, it will look a little bit different. So, which is your favorite tropical flower? Write me. My favorite flower is hibiscus because it's a favorite flower of many Indian demigods. Sometimes I'm taking my inspiration in legends. So hibiscus is very special flower.
Mm-hmm.
We can add this flower to tea also. And it looks very, very nice when we're doing some designs. So now I think a very important part. Usually I recommend you, if you are working with a model, or doesn't matter, if you're working on some event, very, very good recommendation is stand up and move back from your model. Why are you doing this? Because when you're sitting, especially when you're working from the sitting position, you see your design very, very close. And when you're doing some steps back, you see the full view. So believe me, doesn't matter it's children or it's models, you're working on a birthday party or you're taking part in a body painting competition, very, very few people will see your design very close. So it makes sense to stand up and to move some steps back. Please do it and you will really see the difference. And actually, if you're working with the canvas, I also recommend to do like this. And now I little bit move it back. I don't want to go because I am online, but if I will do it on some event, I will definitely move back. So now I see that here is empty space and here will be very good zone for the leaves. Monstera leaf, some tropical inspiration. Actually, you know, I like, and I chose this topic because tiger, it's a very good chance to create something new, even if you are trying to paint not a tiger party or a tiger design. Because, for example, if we have some sports competition and the sports team have some colors on their flag, you can do tiger in a flag of this team, and it will be also very interesting. Or maybe when we have event, there are many boys and girls, and you're not so much confident with your girls and boys designs. You can do blue tiger for boys and pink colors for girls, and everybody will be happy, believe me. So tiger, it's a very, very good base for creativity. Here in Ukraine, when we're creating some tigers with the different colors, we calling these tigers American tigers. I don't know why.
Why do you call them American tigers?
I don't know. Usually when I doing some rainbow tiger, like here I have rainbow. So this design in my references called rainbow tiger or pink tiger, or for Valentine's Day, it's a Valentine tiger, because here I can do the shape of the heart. Maybe I will do like beginning here, maybe some shape of the heart. So if I will add some heart here, it will be Valentine tiger. So usually when kids coming and watching my references, they tell me, oh, please, I want this American tiger.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's really funny, and I don't know why it is so.
Marina really likes how you had the blue one stroke is really framing the whole design.
Yes, thank you, Marina. And you know, I really then I practice it, and then I did my practice before the webinar. I found this blue outlining, and really like this reference to the sky. It looks like some Chinese tattoo also. So I love it. Yes, thank you. You can also add your design this move, this life hack, and I hope it also look bright. Yes, so I think foundation is almost ready, and now I will work with the details, and I will add some tiger strokes, tiger lines. When we are doing tiger lines, it's very important to have a good thin brush. I'm using thin brushes from Loewe Cornell from 0 to number 3 numbers. But see, when I got a palette from Crazy Tips, I found there very good brushes, one round and one flat brush. So they're also very good for this. So if you will buy palettes, there will be 2 brushes, and they also will be very good for tiger lines. So when we are adding tiger lines, very important is inky consistency. It's like a consistency of ink, like in old times, pen with the ink inside. So remember this, and black should be always like this. If our brush is too wet, we just roll in our brush and trying to get rid of the wetness. So now I will add some strokes. I will do tiger nose. I think better if tiger nose will be, it's a girl tiger, so it would be good if our nose will be pink. So I will do like a shape of the heart. And after I will add the tiger strokes. Yes. So now when our black is ready, in the end of the nose, I painting small triangle. And here is very important move. I will just do like this and dot, and here will be bigger triangle. Yes. Now I'm loading again my brush number 2, Loewe Cornell. And here I will go down and up. And I will go down and up. So this first area is ready. And now I will add some black to our nose. If you want to create male design, you can do nose a little bit bigger, but for Natalia's shape of the nose, I don't think it's a good solution. So now I will add some tiger lines, and I hope you will see how I'm doing this. So first I'm adding, I'm doing small line, press, and again, thin line. From thin, pressing, rolling, and again going to thin. And here I will do symmetry. I will again press, roll, and go up with the theme. And here the same. Actually, if you know focal point theory, all the strokes, all the lines, they should go to the one point. When is the inner corner of our eyes? So here we add. Here our tiger lines will end.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Zuri.
Yeah, so I will do some tiger lines. The tiger is not tiger without tiger lines. Actually, if you're not so confident in your tiger lines, you can practice before on your hand, maybe your practice board, because it's a basic design, one of the basic designs, a tiger and the tiger stroke tiger lines. So practice, 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 till you not be so confident in your moves. And after you will be confident, you can paint on your children, on your relatives. And my teacher told me, if you're doing something 3 hours a day, during 5 years, you will become professional. So
how much did you have to practice?
Excuse me?
How much did you have to practice when you started out?
Actually, I practiced last 9 years, and I have 5 years of active painting.
Mm-hmm.
After 5 years, I'm feeling more confident, and also very, very, I recommend you very much to take part in competitions. Doesn't matter, it's contests online, or you are going some competitions in your city, in your country, international competitions. You will learn speed technique.
Mm-hmm.
When you do a competition, you have no option, because for such design in a competition, I will have only 2 hours. So yeah, nowadays I can do much faster than they want from me.
It's a great looking design. Zuri loves the colors.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's nice to hear that somebody likes my creation. So now I again move back, and I see that I should go on a forehead zone and continue with my tiger lines. Actually, when you are confident with the tiger lines, you can paint also in your own face. You can, when you have some party with the tigers, you can add some designs near your eye like I did. And it will give some positive vibes to your clients. It will give some tiger mood. So here also it's very important when I'm doing some strokes on the forehead. It's important to remember the focal point theory, because here I will show this point.
Mm-hmm.
So our lines, they will go to the one point. If tiger is angry, we will do some more black. But I think Natalie is not angry tiger.
No, she looks pretty pleasant. Kavita thinks it's beautiful. Zuri, you're inspiring her to do something like this.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I think maybe if you will like, after we will have some fancy tiger challenge, I will be happy if you will practice this design on a practice boards or maybe on the models, and we will see, we will have fun together. So here I will again add some tiger lines. And when our tiger lines are ready, I think it's time to add details to our cluster, to our flowers. So when we are painting flowers, I'm also using line work technique. And I will just remember how the discuss looks in the picture and just do outline. Actually, my inspiration is graphics. It's paintings of 60s and 70s. I don't like so much realistic art. I like psychedelic art.
Mhm.
So why I'm adding a lot of black details, outlining. I hope you see what I'm doing.
And I noticed you're wearing gloves. Do you always wear gloves?
What?
Do you wear gloves when you paint?
Not often. I'm using sometimes with the children, but with the adults, I trying to be confident and not do mistakes. But sometimes, yes, I'm using.
No, but you're wearing gloves on your hands. I'm sorry.
Oh, gloves. Yes, I'm. Sometimes I wearing because I like to be neat and clean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and sometimes you are adding some glitter, and when you're adding glitter, glitter is everywhere. So it's later I will add, and when you're on a big gig, when you're painting models and your hands in the glitters, I don't like this. So that's why usually I'm working in the gloves.
Mm.
Yeah. So now I will also doing line work, adding some petals. Yeah, so maybe some questions.
No, not so far. I think a lot of people are going to watch this after we post it live because it's a little early in the United States. Most people have day jobs.
Okay. So when I'm doing outlining, I'm also using it's like a double dip technique, but I'm not loading two colors. I'm loading only black, but my brush moves like in a double dip technique. Yeah, so now you see that it's like a graphics.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So now I think it's time to use my stencils. So stenciling, then usually when you are using stenciling, it's
Marina asked, said after a big gig, her hands looked like she spent time playing in the garden.
oh yes, tiger is playing in the garden. Why not? It's very good. So I think inspiration is already reconnected to the.
I think what she's talking about is if her hands look like a mess too. That's why she thinks it's a good idea to wear gloves.
Yeah, it also makes sense. So here's a very interesting part of our class because I'm using not only this stencils from BAMS or usual stencils. I'm using kalamkari stamps. I don't know you see or not. It's wooden stamps from India.
Mm-hmm.
When I traveled to jungle where I met tiger first time in my life, I understood that there are very, very interesting ancient technique. The name of this technique is kalamkari. So I will do, I load my black on the kalamkari stamps. And now I will just do stamp and here will be flowers. So when we are doing stenciling, doesn't matter, it's kalamkari stamps or traditional. The consistency of our paint should be like a glue for craft, like a glue for a paper. So here I will also add some kalamkari. It is much better. So because I remind for myself also that consistency should be like glue, and the black crucifix really good for this. So here I will again add some flowers. Yes. So this technique, ancient Indian painters, they used for henna, and I, as a henna artist, I inspired from this technique, and I often using this when I paint on plasters. And on a body painting competition also, it's very important is our time.
Mm-hmm.
So here is also some kalamkari with the flower, and I think I will do my forehead. Now the discus. Definitely it's ready. So here we have the discus in the forehead. Yeah. So I hope you will like it, and if you don't have kalamkari stems, you can add stencils. And actually, when we painting tigers, I adding this stencil. It's a reptile, but when we are painting some animals, some leopard, cheetahs, or tigers, when we are using our fantasy, it's also very good. It's magic. So now I download my half moon sponge with a black color. Maybe I will add here, because here I will do some bead tiger strokes in the end.
Which stencil are you using?
It's a BAMS stencil number 1004. I think it's, I don't think it's the name. You can use sponge or you can use dauber. And also, if you want to have some effect, some highlight effect, you also can use white after you're using your black color.
Mm-hmm.
Doing stenciling with the white, it also can give some good effect. Yeah. So now I will continue with the line work. I'm loading my number 1 layer formal brush with the Razor Fix Black. And I continue with my leaves, small details here. Some petals, some snails.
Can't really see what you're painting there, but I think I know what you're doing. Okay.
Maybe I will go to shoulders to look to that.
Okay.
Yeah, so here I do some. I'm just pressing my number 1 light on the brush. And I'm just doing some swirls, some drops.
Marina asks, do you pay attention to the symmetry of the design when you're painting?
Not often. Sometimes when I'm going to fancy design, it's not so much important for me. But when it's a competition and it's some designs which need symmetry, so yes, but usually I'm working with the assistant on the competition. So I think it's teamwork.
Mm.
So here I will add some details and leaves. The dogs. Especially neck zone and delta zone, you don't have to add so much details. But I really like outlining. So I will try to add all the details. Yes, because you're working with a henna and you're a henna artist, so you're accustomed to many details in the design.
And when you do body painting, do you do airbrush as well, or just do with your brushes?
I think both. I like to mix techniques.
Okay.
Usually I'm doing foundation with the airbrush and adding line work with the
Brush.
So when I'm taking part in the competitions, I am working in a brush and sponge category. But when I took part in a face paint foam competition, I mixed many techniques. Makeup technique, airbrush technique, and brush and sponge also.
Okay.
It's very interesting when you're mixing colors, when you're mixing techniques. Because, you know, when you're doing the same work many years, day by day, it can be boring, but when you are trying to create some new techniques and you're trying to mix some different styles, it's interesting. It opens your creativity. It can give you space for inspiration. Usually people asking me, where are you taking inspiration? Believe me, inspiration is everywhere.
Yeah.
And very important is the choice of the model. So I choose Natalie because just see on her face, she reminds me a little tiger. And Natalie, she is also big cat lover. She has an amazing cat. So when a model is a cat lover, it's definitely 90% that tiger or cat design will look also on this face. And also shape of the eyes is very important. The cat eyes. Then I will do outlining and line work with the eye area. You will know what I mean.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
So now I will, so now I will add some frills and dots in another shoulder. So just remember, if you're not confident in the line work, in the tiger lines, in the frills and dots, just practice. You have so amazing practice boards aboard. So here we unfortunately don't have practice boards. I don't know why. I'm doing by myself practice boards. Yeah. So in a face paint foam, you can find professional materials and practice boards and practice, practice, practice. Work, work, work every day.
Practice is true.
Yes.
Inspiration to paint, that kind of thing.
And so now I will add also some frills and dots. And also yeah, so I'm moving back a little bit. So if I'm moving back, it even reminds me of some old tattoo style, like Japanese tattoo. I don't know why I did not have this in my mind, but sometimes, you know, you have some very strange variations which going from your mind and you did not expect to see them. So now, Natalie, I ask you to look up because I will work with the area under the eyes.
Can't quite see that. Sorry. Thank you.
So now, very, very important part. I will do outlining of our eyes. For this part of work, I will use Crazy Fix round brush. There is no number, but I think it's 0 or 1. It can be any brush from 0 to number 3. So I just doing some drops in the inner corner of my eye. Very slowly. It's like a makeup technique. If we are painting on a small child, I not recommend you to do outlining like this. You should go like this. So small children, they're not sitting messily. Less
That's
time.
interesting.
So better do like this, and also practice this move on a practice board. Here I can do anything what I want. Natalie is very calm and very good model. Yeah, so, but when you're painting with the children, be very, very careful with eye area, with the waterline of the eye. So, also we'll add some drops here. Your bridge of the nose. So, just open your eyes. Okay, and now I will ask Natalie to look up. And here I will do some outlining because I like cartoon effect. I like to do eyes of the tiger bigger. And our tiger will look like the tiger from cartoon. When we are working with the children, it's also very fun. And actually, face painting, it's also performance. We create some mood. We're giving some positive vibes. So believe me, when you are doing this outlining, it's very, very cool to do bigger eyes. Children love bigger eyes. And I also love.
Yep. No, it's great.
And I just doing some line work with a crazy strong thin brush.
Just to give you a warning, you got about 7 minutes.
Please repeat.
You have about 7 minutes left.
Okay, so I will add some pigments. In the eye area.
And just for everybody else, we've got a couple webinars coming up. February 19th, we've got butterfly designs with Kathy Vergara. February 24th, we have speed painting with Darcy McHenry. We have Kristen Olson at 5 p.m. instead of the usual 6 p.m. For on-the-job designs. And we have Simona Rad doing some amazing unicorns. And Pam Kienenberger is going to do this on March 30th for Easter designs. And here's a list of all our upcoming webinars.
So now I will add some glitter. Usually I'm using professional glitter, Makeup Forever, or Artisan professional glitter. So if you don't have so much time and you want to finish your design, just add glitter, but be very careful with the eye area. And if you're working with the children, do not apply glitter in the eye area.
No.
After glitter is there, I will add some dots. So just white dots on the black strokes. Give very, very professional look to your design. Some dots, some eyes, some stars. I'm just adding some dots. I will add some pictures and outlining to our nose. This white to our eye area. And pigments, dry pigments from the makeup palette.
Mm-hmm.
And our tiger is almost ready.
That's a pretty good looking tiger.
Oh, really?
It's a great tiger. Well done. It's a great design.
Thank you. Thank you. Nice to hear. So open your eyes, Natalie. And now it's a part, most important part of today's class. It's a part of my face painting credo. It's a wow effect. So Natalie, here is your mirror, and now you will see reaction of Natalie. So that's what I call wow effect. Model not expected, and the model is really excited. So I hope, guys, you enjoyed. I hope you learned something interesting. If you will practice fantasy tigers and tag me, I will be very happy. So
Okay, great.
thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for this great opportunity to show my art to such a big audience. And I hope I see you soon. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye, Inga. Bye-bye, Natalia. That was fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. And just to remind you, we have that coupon code TIGER10 should you need face paint for the next 24 hours anyway. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.